Namaste students, welcome to our social science class. In today's class, we are going to learn about eclipse. What is an eclipse? We are going to learn about the two types of eclipses. One is the solar eclipse and the other one is the lunar eclipse. Okay? The earth and the moon have no light of their own. The sun is their main source of light. When the earth or the moon blocks the light of the sun, it forms a shadow. This causes an eclipse. Right? So you can see
Today, we will learn
about lunar and solar eclipses. When the sun is covered by the moon or the moon is covered by earth's shadow, it is called an eclipse. Okay? So the keywords: lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is when moon is not visible from certain parts of earth. Solar eclipse, sun is not visible from certain parts of the earth, then it is called as solar eclipse. Now, let us watch this video.
Earth comes between the sun and the moon. It causes When the Earth comes between the sun and the moon, it causes a lunar eclipse. The Earth blocks the sunlight and casts a shadow on the moon. When the moon comes between the Earth and the sun, it causes a solar eclipse. The moon blocks the sunlight and casts a shadow on Earth. Okay, now
What is not visible from earth in the first and second activities? Sun or moon? And why?
let's
In the first activity, moon is between earth and the sun. The shadow of the moon falls on earth. The moon blocks the sunlight and prevents it from reaching earth. Hence, the sun is not visible from certain parts of earth. This is called a solar eclipse. Okay? When the sun is not visible from certain parts of the earth, this is called a solar eclipse. Okay? The moon blocks the sunlight and prevents it from reaching earth. In the second activity, the moon is not visible from certain parts of earth. This is called lunar eclipse. So you can copy this table in your classwork. Okay? Then,
part 2.
how are lunar and solar eclipse different from each other?
Let
In a lunar eclipse, the moon is not visible from certain parts of earth. In the solar eclipse, the sun is not visible from certain parts of earth. During a lunar eclipse, earth comes between moon and the sun. During a solar eclipse, the moon comes between earth and sun. So, these are the facts about lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. You read these sentences and you will understand what is a lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. Okay, lunar eclipse takes place on a full moon night. Okay, lunar eclipse takes place on a full moon night. Earth comes between sun and moon. Earth blocks the sunlight and casts a shadow on the moon. Moon is not visible from the earth. Shall we repeat it once again? Lunar eclipse takes place on a full moon night. Earth comes between the sun and the moon. Earth blocks the sunlight and casts a shadow on the moon. Moon is not visible from the earth. Now solar eclipse takes place on a new moon night. Moon comes between earth and sun. Moon blocks the sunlight and casts a shadow on the earth. Sun is not visible from the earth. Right? Now, Do other planets of solar system also experience solar and lunar eclipses? And why?
Let's
The other planets of the solar system that have one or more moons also experience solar and lunar eclipses. So, for any planet to have eclipses, they should have one or more moons. One is enough, right? Venus and Mercury do not have any moon, and so they do not experience any eclipse. Okay, remember Venus and Mercury, they do not have any moon, so they don't have any eclipses. Now,
okay.
now open your worksheet, put today's date. (15.4) eclipse. Fill in the blanks using the correct words from the brackets. A. Dash eclipse occurs only at night. Lunar. A. Lunar. B. Dash eclipse occurs only during daytime. Solar. Question 2. What are the differences between two eclipses? Complete the table. Which eclipse is this? So, the big circle is the sun, and in the middle we have the earth. Okay. So, the shadow of the earth is falling on the moon. So, this is the lunar eclipse. A is lunar eclipse and B is, and the next picture, which eclipse is this? This is solar eclipse. What is not visible from the earth? Okay, the moon is not visible from the earth. Here, what is not visible from the earth? The sun is not visible from the earth. This eclipse happens on the full moon day. This eclipse happens on a new moon day. Question 3. Look at the table. Which of the planets will experience an eclipse? Give reasons. See, Venus doesn't have a moon. Okay, Venus does not have a moon. So the Mars and Jupiter planets experience eclipse. Right? Now let's move on and complete the content book. Open your content book, everyone. Put today's date. Which of these is an example of an eclipse? Tick the correct option. Mars is not visible from Earth. Sun is not visible from Earth. Moon is not visible from Earth. Okay, you can tick B and C. Second question, if 21st June 2020 is a new moon day, what kind of eclipse can we expect on that day? Okay, because solar eclipse occurs on a new moon day, so 21st June 2020 can be a solar eclipse. Question 3, draw a label diagram to explain how a lunar eclipse occurs. So you can refer to the content book or this very video which we have watched so far and draw it neatly in your classwork. And don't forget to label it and color it. Do read the lesson 2 times and underline new words. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.